So our wonderful math facilitator, Mrs. McRory, wrote us an email, and here's what it says. It says, "Dear mathematicians, I hope you have a wonderful day 100 today. 100 is such a special number. It's my second favorite number because I really love the number 10 too. Do you know how many groups of 10 are in 100? Thank you for sharing your math videos with me for the past 100 days. I look forward to seeing more of your great math thinking. See you soon, Mrs. McRory." So, everyone got in groups, and they figured out, using various tools and various strategies, how to figure out Mrs. McRory's question. What was Mrs. McRory's question? What does she want us to find out? What does she want us to find out?
She wants us to figure out how many groups of 10 are in 100.
Okay, so who can explain how they solved this problem? What did you do?
So I counted by 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100.
Okay.
So I started from 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So like there are 10 groups.
Okay, thank you. Who did something else? What did you do? Okay, go on up.
We did the same. We counted by 10.
Okay.
And we did 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And then we counted by ones to 100.
Why did you do that?
Because 10, it has 10 groups, and then it's easier because you just go from 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 80, and 80 to 90, and 90 to 100.
Okay, so this 10 really means what?
It means that we're counting by tens, and then
Okay, so
there's 10 in between.
Okay, so there would be how many in this group here?
10.
And how many in this group?
10.
And how many in this group?
10.
And how many in this group?
10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
Okay, so each of these numbers represents what?
10.
Right, a group of?
10.
Thank you. Okay, who else figured it out? Did anyone try a different strategy? How did you figure it out?
Like we picked groups, we counted by ones.
Okay.
But every one we made a circle.
Okay.
One group of 10.
Okay.
And then we counted how much groups of 10s we had.
Okay, so can you show me how many groups of 10 you have then?
Like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100.
Okay, so you counted to 100, but how many groups of 10 are there?
10.
Can you count? Show me how you know there's 10.
Because we went like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah? Okay, so this here represents what?
10.
10. And how many groups of 10 does this represent?
1.
One group of 10. And this represents?
1 group of 10.
And this represents?
1.
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 And this represents 1. So you know that they all represent 1. How do you know that there's 10?
Because we counted 5.
Okay? No, but I mean, how do you know that there's 10 groups? Not 10 in each, but how do you know that there's 10 groups?
Because when we counted by ones for each group,
Yeah?
we went like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, so you did count up the individual groups.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Who figured out a different way? What did you do?
I used my fingers, and I counted by 10 to 100. And
Show me how you used your finger to count by 10. How did that help with a group?
because so I took one of my fingers, and I just counted 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90,
Can you do that for me now? Show me what you did.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh, but that, no, what did you just tell me you did though? 10.
20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100.
And how does knowing that help you? What did you end up doing then? So you know there's 100. How did you figure out how many groups there were? How many groups were there?
10.
And how did you know there were 10 groups?
Because
Okay, but how did you know that there were 10 groups? You counted, you told me that this was like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. How did you know there were 10 groups?
Because,
What does your finger represent?
10.
Right, any 10 or a group of 10? Okay, so then how did you know there were 10 groups? Okay, and then how many fingers did you have up?
10.
Okay, so if you had 10 fingers up and you knew each finger represented a group of 10, how many groups were there?
10.
Thank you. Did anyone do something different? What did you do?
So I did 10 in the 100 chart. I did like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I wrote on paper.
Okay.
Then after I test like 34, 35, 80.
Okay.
And there's 10. These two are 10. This is 9. This is 8. This is 7. This is 6. This is 5. This is 4. This is 3. This is 2. And this is 1.
Okay.
That's how I use it.
Okay, so, but when you used the 100s chart, how did the 100s chart help you?
So then I spread it at 10. That was 1.
Okay. Okay, so to when you got to what number?
I got up to
So 1 was when you got to 10, and 2 was when you got to, and 3 was when you got to, and 4 was when you got to, and 5 was when you got to, and 6 is when you got to, and 7 is when you got to, and 8 is when you got to, and 9 is when you got to. Okay, so how many groups? Okay. Did we all get 10 as our answer? Did we all get 10? Did we all solve it the same way? No, but we did all get 10 as our answer. That was a good problem, wasn't it? What should we say to Mrs. McRory?
Thank you.
Should we wish her a happy 100th day?
Happy 100th